Good morning. My name's Brian, and I'm back out at the deck on the lake, getting ready to launch a YouTube channel. And I thought today we'd take a minute while I was having my morning coffee and chat about some auctions, some events that are going on today, and about reselling in general. That's what our channel's mostly about, reselling and retirement. But we've been reselling about 30 years. And along the way, we've learned a few things. Things to do, things to avoid, things that are likely to happen if you take a certain course. Spring has arrived at the little lake. Flowers are in bloom, sun's out. Let's take a quick look around. That's my workshop. We had that built when we moved here. It's a little small for my taste. It's a pole barn. It is only the equivalent of a slightly oversized two-car garage, but it's where we unload the truck and do some sorting, repair things that needed. And I currently have a photo station in there. This is a color Rose selected for the house. We thought it needed a little painting. That's what we affectionately call the outhouse. It's a changing room for the kids when they go into the lake, has a bathroom and some space. Previous owners built that one. They were from Arizona, so it has a few issues for the Pacific Northwest. That's what we call the backyard. It's where the driveway and the road are. But yeah, I like pole barns. They get you a pretty fair amount of square footage without being expensive, terribly expensive compared to stick-built. That's Rose's garden shed. At the old place she had 3, but here, which is much smaller and easier to maintain, she gets by with that and a little bit of a gardening bench. But yeah, you can see things around the yard that we've collected at an assortment of auctions. She likes to decorate with a little bit of bling. There's the driveway, which we need to lift the grade on slightly because there's a bit of a drop off here. But we can still get the truck up in here and unload. But you can see as we come around that this corner of the pole barn drops because of the slope of the drive. There's some more of it. But yeah, it's nice when the rainy season is finally over and we start to get some flowers and some growth here in the Pacific Northwest. That's where the vehicles park here on the property. That was the first structure we built because the trees bleed sap. And we of course like to not have to clean the vehicles too often. You can hear a little bit of road noise. This other garage here, this was on the property when we got here. This is what we call the eBay garage. It's where we do the storage of the bins and the packing benches in there. And of course right now it's also filled with my about half of my death pile is down the aisles there. I don't actually like the term death pile. I think of it as more of a profit pile or projects I haven't got to yet. There's the sunny side of the house because it's still morning. And if I rotate the camera here real quick, that's next week's project. That tree is going to come down. The people who set this place up left it way too close to the house, and then they turned around and hung the power and the cable off it. So we had Puget Power come out a couple weeks ago and give us a new power pole, which let's see if I can figure this out. I obviously need more practice doing the whole finger thing, but there's my new electric power pole coming in from the street. And that's the view. Pacific Northwest is a good place for roadies. We get them. That's a cherry tree dead center. And the driveway, the other driveway, let's try this again. So we actually have 2 driveways on this property. This is a small, these are small lake lots. It's the first time we've lived in a community, so to speak. We moved down when we got to retirement age and decided that keeping acreage, there we go, there's a view of the little island. We decided that we were done keeping up acreage and big buildings, and my old shop was 2,600 square foot plus outbuildings. But this is our view when we want to sit out and have our morning coffee and it's not raining. And of course in the summer we use the paddle boat and the kayaks and the fountain, but it's down right now. It's a trout aerator. When they turn the pump on, I'm sure I'll be able to show it to you at some point in the future. It sprays about 5 times that size. As you look around the yard, you can see some influences from when we lived in Japan. We found that decorating with things like pagodas and that type of thing was well within our eclectic style. The wisteria's in bloom this time of year. It's May. And yeah, that was the very first project we did. Rose picked out this property and said it's close to the kids, and even though it's a modular home, it'll do. I told her it was, I think it was August when we first looked at this place, and I said, well, the first thing it needs is shade, because I've always liked houses that have a big porch so that I can sit out even when it's raining and enjoy my morning coffee before I start my day. Now there's the second island, and then of course the lake extends down behind it. But almost every day we see, we've got cormorants and mallards. Canadian geese come down since we live near Seattle. We see a lot of Canadian geese. We've got osprey, eagles. In the mornings sometimes we'll see the otters. They'll be coming along the bank here. And of course if you go the other way, you can see the length of the lake. But there's a public park down there and a pier for fishing. This is actually a man-made lake. They dammed up a couple streams when they did the development. This is my first practice video, and I would need to teach myself to upload videos and do some editing, and this will be the start of a YouTube channel. And in it I hope to talk about the lessons we've learned selling for nearly 30 years. I primarily source by way of auctions, and we worked for an auction company for about 15 years part-time after I retired from the military. And we go about, even in retirement, we go about buying and selling, find what interests us. In fact, we'll be leaving a little later this morning and going out for about a 2-hour drive to a local auction house that I buy from. Let me keep swinging around here. Oh, remnants of the, there you can see the remnants of having the pole barn built and building Rose's garden shed. And there's the modular. Never liked modulars. We've built a couple houses for ourselves. Rose is a pretty good carpenter. And here's some more rhododendrons. That's why I like this time of year. Spring is my favorite time in the Pacific Northwest, with fall, early fall being the next. But we'll have a chance to do some more chatting, talk about reselling, auctions, what we've learned. We're in our late 60s now, collecting our Social Security, but still making a little bit of on a side hustle. There's my rowboat I bought last fall. Always liked rowing. Anyway, hopefully this will be interesting for us and interesting for you. And enjoy your day. Well, good morning. My name is Brian, and I'm a reseller, Cabin Fever Solutions here in the Pacific Northwest. It's Memorial Day. I'm at the lake. It's still quiet. And I wanted to talk about a couple of things I'm learning in my first week of recording videos for YouTube. because I've just started a channel, and I've decided that morning talks here at the lake. Let me go ahead and flip this.